The truth about Disney Cruise Line. The truth about Disney Cruise is that it is expensive and it is not a fit for everyone. But is it a fit for you and your family? That's the thing to determine. Disney Cruise Line is a luxury cruise line. It is expensive, but the level of detail is worth it. Is it going to be a pound for pound type of situation? No. But is it worth it? Abso-freaking-lutely. And you've got to be, I think, in these kind of special buckets for it to be worth it. If you have tiny humans, you want to go there. During COVID, the clubs have been a little less accessible and a little less interactive. I have heard that these are changing now and that you do not need reservations for the tiny human and teen clubs anymore. That might be for 3 months from now as well for people that are just now signing up for their activities. But my main point here is that reservation times are phasing out. And what that means is those clubs are a lot more interactive and fun without those pre-reservations. So Disney Cruise Line is really a great fit for anybody that has tiny humans. They've got the 0 to 3 for nursery, which is an additional charge, so look into that. They've got the Oceaneers Labs and Club for ages 3 to 12, Edge for ages 12 to 14, and Vibe for 14 to 17. These clubs do vary a bit from class of ship to class of ship, so the Magic and Wonder will have similar clubs. The Dream and Fantasy have similar clubs, and we'll see about the new Triton class and if the new ships after the Wish will have similar clubs as well. So if you are traveling with those tiny humans or teens, the tiny human and teen clubs are huge. Under normal operating procedures, you check them in, you get a band for them, and then they can kind of come and go if you allow that for them, which means they can choose activities. So it's really a great time for families on Disney Cruise. Here's another truth about Disney Cruise Line. They have teeny tiny pools, and I often refer to them as tiny human soup. So if pools are a big deal for you, you need to look into that. The Wish has a lot more pools. I'm hoping that will break up the concentration at one and make it much more enjoyable. Time will tell, obviously. If you are traveling as adults only, Disney can be a great fit if you like Disney. You don't have to love Disney, you can just like Disney. You don't have to be a drastic Disney lover to enjoy the ships. I know a lot of people as adults only who are sort of Disney people and they really enjoyed it. And you do pay for what you get. It's expensive, but the level of detail is worth it. For adults only, they have adult sections with bars and lounges. They'll have adult only activities like trivia, animation classes. They have alcohol tastings, which are an additional charge, but we absolutely love them. I have a full video on that if you want to check it out. Chocolate and liquor is our favorite. The adult bars and lounges are so fun. The Quiet Cove area up on the pool deck with the Quiet Cove coffee bar. If you are traveling as adults only, you really can enjoy the ship and not run into tiny human. Well, you're going to run into them everywhere, actually. You're going to see them traveling from adult area to adult area. But in those adult areas, they're not allowed. Anyone under 18 will be sent away. The exception, of course, is the dining. The 3 main dining restaurants everybody uses, and so you will see them and hear them there. I suggest earlier dining times for families, later dining times for adults. But either way, it is definitely still going to be loud because there are interactive elements in those dining rooms as well, so just something to be aware of. I also think a unique factor for Disney Cruise Line is single parents. I have traveled multiple ways with just me and my son when he was a teenager, with other family members, sister, fiance, and then with some more extended family members with my son, etc. Traveling as a single parent is a unique dynamic. We really enjoyed Disney Cruise Line. The first trip, I just went with the flow and they seated us with there were actually 3 teen boys and 3 single moms at our table. So the boys got to know each other, they saw each other in Vibe all the time. It gave us someone to talk to at dinner. One of the moms and I just kind of wandered around and looked at art one evening. I think Disney Cruise Line is an amazing vacation for single parent and child because of all of the options of activities that they have. They used to also have a solo traveler's lunch. I don't know if they have that anymore. But there's just so much going on. It's quite easy to keep yourself occupied on the cruise. And it's kind of like you get 2 different ones. You get your adult time, your alone time, while your youth is off at the clubs. And then you get that family time to enjoy dinner and the show, etc. So I really loved cruising Disney as a single parent, and I do think it's a really great fit for single parents as well. And obviously, Disney is great for multi-generational cruises. If you've got some little tiny humans there as well as grandma and grandpa, Disney might be the best bet. Because of the lack of alcohol packages, it's a little more tame. People absolutely drink, but I haven't seen any fights break out on a Disney cruise, and I definitely saw that on another one. Not fist fight, but yelling and just not the type of environment I want to be in on my vacation. On the Magic and Wonder, they have one 18-plus specialty restaurant that's called Paulo. It's a Northern Italian dining, and it is an extra charge, and it has a dress code. On the Dream and Fantasy, they have Paulo, and they also have Remy, which is a really upscale French dining experience, definitely has a more strict dress code. The Wish will have Paulo's Steakhouse and Enchanté, which are both 18 and above specialty restaurants as well. So you can avoid all the tiny humans if you strictly go to adult dining and adult areas on the ship. We really enjoy the dining. Like I said, there is definitely a level of volume in there that you will notice. I've never had the fact that there's families in there bother me at all. It's just a really fun environment. I think that the people that Disney Cruise Line is not for is also a set of people, families that don't like Disney at all, obviously. If you really want a budget experience, then obviously Disney's not going to be for you. And I think there's also a certain set of like party people that aren't going to enjoy Disney. Disney does have the bars and lounges, and they have variety shows and game shows. Match Your Mate actually is my very favorite. It's in the evening, adults only, a lot of fun. But if you're really a party person, Disney's not going to be for you, I don't think. They're 3 and 4 day cruises. Sometimes don't have a lot of people out at the bars and lounges because it is a lot of families and it's port heavy on those shorter cruises. So they're not really there for the nightlife as much has been my experience. The 7-night cruises, people are out and about. The places will get filled, and you have to make sure you have a seat for whatever entertainment is going on that evening. But without having drink packages and more, I guess, bar and band type atmospheres, people that really love those environments would probably enjoy another cruise line. And that's great because not everybody enjoys the same cruise or same activities. I don't think it would be worth it for people that really do enjoy the party atmosphere. There's a little bit of it, like I said, especially on 7-night plus. So the truth about Disney Cruise is that not everybody's gonna love it, and not everybody is gonna think it's worth it. Like I said, pound for pound, if you compare it to another cruise line, you're probably not gonna see that it's worth it. But through experiences and details, it's absolutely worth it for me and for many people. So what I mean by that is when you go to Disney Cruise Line and you book the cruise, they have a few different things that you can experience, like a character call, to let your family know that it's coming up. They have the Navigator app with a countdown on it, which is fun. So there's a little bit more interactivity prior to the cruise, not much, but a tiny bit. Disney Cruise is a lot more fun to plan, in my opinion. And what makes it really worth it is the level of detail and attention. Crew members are like 2.7 to 1, I believe, on the cruise ships, which is really phenomenal. Everybody is so nice. Disney crew, a lot of them really love Disney. So they're really happy to be there because it's kind of a happy place for them. Is it work? Yes. But is it work in the middle of the ocean with a lot of Disney and magic and family dreams coming true? Yes. So that's another consideration of why it is so worth it for some people, because no other cruise line is going to give you that. They introduce you when you get on the ship. They've got stage shows. They've got the characters that come out, which I am not a character person. I don't care about seeing them in the parks usually, except for Oswald. That was very cool. Oh, and the Mad Hatter at the Grand Floridian breakfast. He is by far the best I've ever seen. But on the cruise, when I run into characters, I actually get excited, which surprised me because it's just a level of fun. It's a level of home in a way. If you grew up on Disney, it's comforting, it's nurturing, it's just fun. It's just a lot of fun. It is absolutely my happy place. Once you step on board Disney Cruise Line, you're going to see a lot of subtle Disney references, hidden Mickeys, Cinderella's shoe built into a door, stuff like that obviously would not be on other cruise lines. There are unique characters that make appearances in the youth clubs, so that's a lot of fun for them. The music playing all over the ship touches into that nostalgia and comfort and just brings another little level of happiness, which I didn't even know was a thing till I really paid attention on our last cruise. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting so excited because this music. Your stateroom host will make sure and check it in with you, make sure you have everything you need, clean up the room, obviously. You have 3 servers at dinner that rotate with you every evening. That adds a whole nother level of fun and, again, the home type atmosphere to your cruise. They've also got special days at sea, Star Wars Day at Sea, the new Pixar Day at Sea coming up, Marvel Day at Sea. These are a lot of fun as well. So it really is about what fits for you and your family. The truth about Disney Cruise is that it is expensive and it is not a fit for everyone. But is it a fit for you and your family? That's the thing to determine, obviously. I hope I've helped out a little bit, giving you some things to consider. We've got a lot more videos. Feel free to go check those out. And let us know in the comments below. And why is it worth it for you? I'm pretty sure the people that it's not worth it for are probably already gone by now. because this video would not be very valuable if you really aren't interested. So that's the truth about Disney Cruise as I see it. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing and commenting. I love making these. I really love to hear that they're useful for you and your family and enhance your vacation, because that's really my purpose here. You can go here and find out the giant mistake that we made on Disney Cruise. Actually, that trip was Disney Cruise and Walt Disney World, and I definitely messed up. So go check that out. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Ring that little bell. It'll let you know when we have any new videos. And we'll see you real soon with some more DisNEEDS.